The mysterious clay army of China's first emperor still guards his secrets, waiting, silent, and untouched for 2,000 years. Buried in silence for over 2 millennia, an army of thousands stood guard, made not of flesh, but of clay. Discovered by chance in 1974, this colossal force hides secrets of China's first emperor, a man obsessed with immortality and power. But why build soldiers who could never march? In the year 246 BCE, a 13-year-old boy named Ying Zheng inherited the throne of Qin. Over time, he would conquer rival states and declare himself Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China. His rule was ruthless, yet revolutionary, standardizing currency, weights, and even writing. But behind these achievements lay an obsession. Death terrified him. Determined to secure his afterlife as firmly as his empire, he ordered something never before attempted: a vast clay army to protect him beyond the grave. This decision would set in motion one of history's most staggering funerary projects. The construction of the Terracotta Army began soon after Qin Shi Huang became emperor. Thousands of laborers, craftsmen, convicts, and conscripts were forced to work. Ancient texts say 700,000 workers were involved in building the emperor's tomb complex. Each warrior was life-sized, but astonishingly unique. No two faces are alike. From hairstyles to armor patterns, the soldiers reflected a staggering attention to detail. This wasn't just an afterlife guard. It was a symbolic recreation of the emperor's real army, immortalized in clay. The sheer scale suggests Qin Shi Huang feared not only death itself, but also betrayal in the world beyond. Discovered near Xi'an, Shanxi province, the underground army is divided into 4 main pits. The largest contains rows of infantry soldiers in strict military formation. Another holds cavalry and chariots, complete with clay horses. Others depict archers and officers. Weapons of bronze, once sharp and lethal, were buried alongside them, showing that these figures were not just statues, but part of a fully armed force. Astonishingly, many weapons remained rust-free after 2,000 years, thanks to advanced Qin-era metallurgy. Archaeologists realized they weren't just uncovering art, but the echoes of a military system frozen in time. One of the most fascinating aspects of the warriors is their color. Originally, each soldier was painted in bright pigments: reds, greens, purples, and blues. But when unearthed, the paint crumbled within minutes of exposure to air, leaving them in the bare clay we see today. Scientists have since discovered traces of lacquer that once gave them a lifelike appearance. Imagine thousands of vividly painted soldiers standing in perfect ranks, their eyes staring forward with unnerving realism. To the ancient viewer, this army would have appeared frighteningly alive, ready to march into eternity with their emperor. The tomb complex itself is shrouded in mystery. Ancient records describe a massive underground palace filled with rivers of mercury meant to represent the Yangtze and Yellow rivers. The ceiling was said to be decorated with pearls to mimic stars. To this day, the central tomb chamber of Qin Shi Huang has never been opened. Scientists fear that disturbing it could destroy priceless artifacts or release toxic mercury fumes. Soil tests around the mound have confirmed unusually high mercury levels, suggesting the ancient accounts may be true. The heart of the emperor's mausoleum remains sealed, perhaps forever. But why mercury? In ancient China, mercury was believed to grant immortality. Ironically, Qin Shi Huang consumed mercury-based elixirs prescribed by alchemists, hoping to cheat death. Instead, this likely poisoned him, leading to his death at age 49. His desperate quest for eternal life may have hastened his end. The rivers of mercury in his tomb might symbolize both his obsession and his downfall. Even in death, the emperor surrounded himself with the very substance that killed him. It's a tragic reflection of how absolute power can blind even the most brilliant ruler. The discovery of the Terracotta Army in 1974 was purely accidental. Local farmers digging a well struck hard clay fragments, which turned out to be warrior heads and torsos. At first, they had no idea of the scale of what they had found. But as archaeologists arrived and excavations expanded, the magnitude of the site stunned the world. What started as a simple well digging became one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Today, the farmers who stumbled upon history are still remembered as the ones who unearthed China's greatest hidden treasure. Excavation revealed just how fragile the warriors are. Many were found in fragments, shattered by centuries of collapse and looting. Restoration has been painstaking, like solving a massive 3D puzzle. Each soldier can take months, sometimes years, to reconstruct. Despite decades of work, only a fraction of the entire army has been restored. The rest remains buried, waiting for technology that can preserve their original colors and prevent further damage. This means the true scale of the army and its secrets are still hidden beneath the soil of Xi'an, quietly guarding their emperor. Each terracotta warrior is around 6 feet tall, with generals even taller. Their armor, hairstyles, and weapons reflect their military rank. Horses are life-sized, with intricate bridles and saddles. Even fingernails and shoe soles were sculpted with care. Scholars believe specialized workshops focused on individual parts' heads, torsos, arms, and legs, which were later assembled like components in a production line. Yet, the individuality of each face suggests artisans were inspired by real people, perhaps actual soldiers in Qin's army. The result is a haunting blend of mass production and personal detail. The weapons buried with the army were not ceremonial replicas, they were real. Archaeologists uncovered bronze swords, spears, crossbows, and arrowheads. Some blades were still sharp, preserved by a mysterious chromium coating that scientists say was far ahead of its time. This technology wasn't rediscovered until the 20th century. The precision and durability of these weapons show that Qin engineers were masters of metallurgy. It's chilling to imagine. Had the warriors not been clay, but flesh and blood, this would have been one of the most formidable armies ever assembled. Even in death, they remain armed and ready. The faces of the warriors remain one of the greatest mysteries. No two are alike. Some have narrow eyes, others round. Some wear beards, while others are clean-shaven. Scholars debate whether these were modeled after real Qin soldiers or idealized portraits of various Chinese peoples under the empire. The diversity suggests that Qin Shi Huang wanted his afterlife army to represent the full strength of his realm. Each clay soldier is a frozen story, an unknown man's likeness preserved for eternity, though his name has long vanished from history. The organization of the pits reveals military strategy. Infantry stand in tight ranks, chariots are positioned for mobility, and archers line the flanks. Commanders stand at the rear, overseeing their formations. This wasn't random, it mirrored how Qin armies fought in life. It's as if the emperor's generals marched straight into the soil and froze in place. Archaeologists realized that the Terracotta Army wasn't just art, it was a detailed record of Qin military tactics. To study it is to step into a 2,000-year-old battlefield, preserved not in blood, but in clay. Though the army is world-famous today, for centuries the site lay forgotten. Ancient records barely mentioned it. Some historians believe this was deliberate. Qin Shi Huang's successors wanted to bury not just him, but his legacy. The Qin dynasty collapsed within years of his death, and resentment toward his harsh rule was widespread. The silence of history nearly erased his grand project. It wasn't until the 20th century that the emperor's hidden army rose again. This time, not to defend him, but to tell the world of his extraordinary ambition. To this day, only a portion of the site has been excavated. Archaeologists estimate over 8,000 soldiers, 670 horses, and 130 chariots are buried, but many remain untouched. Modern technology is cautious. Excavation can cause irreversible damage. Scientists are now experimenting with advanced preservation methods, like chemical sprays that prevent paint from flaking. The hope is that future generations, armed with better technology, may uncover the rest of the army without destroying its hidden colors. For now, most of Qin Shi Huang's army still slumbers underground, waiting for the right moment to re-emerge. The Terracotta warriors are not the only figures underground. Archaeologists have also found acrobats, musicians, and servants, suggesting the emperor wanted not just an army, but a court in the afterlife. These clay entertainers hint at a vision of eternity filled with both power and pleasure. Imagine a silent performance, frozen mid-act, or a clay servant holding dishes that would never be served. These figures expand the story. Qin Shi Huang wasn't just building protection, he was recreating his entire world in miniature, determined to rule forever, even in death. The sheer labor behind this project is staggering. Ancient texts claim hundreds of thousands worked on the mausoleum, many never leaving alive. Legends tell of workers sealed inside the tomb to keep its secrets. Whether myth or truth, the silence of history hides their stories. What remains clear is that behind every clay soldier was a human hand shaping it, and behind every hand was a life bound to the will of one emperor. The army is not just a monument to Qin Shi Huang, it is a shadow of those who built it. When the Terracotta warriors were revealed to the world, they instantly became a symbol of China's ancient civilization. Today, millions visit Xi'an each year to see them. They've become ambassadors of history, traveling in exhibitions across the globe. Yet, seeing them in person is unlike any museum display. The scale, the silence, and the sheer presence are overwhelming. Standing before thousands of clay soldiers, you feel the weight of both power and mortality. This was Qin Shi Huang's final message. Even emperors cannot conquer death, but their legacy can echo through eternity. Even now, mysteries remain. What lies inside the unopened tomb chamber? Did the rivers of Mercury really flow? What artifacts, scrolls, treasures, weapons are hidden within? Some believe technology will one day allow exploration without opening it, through ground-penetrating radar or micro-robots. Until then, the emperor rests undisturbed, guarded by his silent clay legion. The Terracotta warriors are not just an archaeological marvel, they are a reminder of humanity's oldest questions. How far will we go to defy death? And what remains of us when we're gone? The mysterious clay army of Qin Shi Huang continues to fascinate and haunt us, standing guard over secrets locked away for more than 2,000 years. They embody ambition, artistry, fear, and obsession. But what if one day, the central tomb is finally opened, what truths or dangers might be unleashed? If you want to explore more of history's strangest and most haunting mysteries, stay with us, because the past has many more secrets waiting to be uncovered.